Hello there, friends! There's a little more than 1 week left before the first championship of the year, so it's time for many teams to announce their new squads, make reshuffles and enter the upcoming season in full combat readiness. That's what Outsiders and NIP did, and it seems that many big announcements are waiting for us in the nearest future. I decided to put it all together for you and tell you what kind of interesting things are happening right now on the pro scene. Let's get straight to it. Without further ado, let's start with the fact that all the rumors have been confirmed. It is true, Norbert was removed from Outsiders and youngster Kayron happened to come to replace him. People have been talking about this for the last few days, but now it has been officially confirmed. Anyways, that was a very unexpected decision, considering that the team is now the current major champion, but here's how the CEO of the organization explains it. The historic victory in Rio was followed by a disappointing defeat in Abu Dhabi. We realized that the team needed changes that would allow us to maintain our style of play while not giving the opponents any chance to adapt to us. Therefore, we decided to temporarily allow David to concentrate on his individual shape, while Kayron takes his place in the active roster. He is very talented, and as soon as we had the opportunity to sign him, we immediately took it. I am glad to welcome him as the new member of the Bears. David is a brilliant player, so we don't put him on a transfer market. If other clubs show interest and David himself has a desire to practice at tournaments, we are ready to consider offers for a temporary loan. This decision was made by the owners and the management of the club after consulting with the coaching staff. Thanks to the signing of Kayron and the preservation of the contract with Norbert, the composition gets the necessary flexibility, the possibility for rotation, and remains reliable, which is unattainable in a model with a stand-in. So it turns out that Norbert remains as the 6th player. Or how does it work? Let's try to figure it all out. David posted a tweet immediately after the announcement saying, "I have nothing to say." However, later he still shared some information during the stream, but first Overdrive decided to add some fuel to the fire.
Мне тут птичка напела, что решение по Норберту было принято еще на мажоре. И, кстати, если у Кайрона не пойдет, то Норберт вернут в состав. Тут уже вопрос уже к Норберту, захочет ли он возвращаться в состав после вот такой истории.
And now I have some very useful info for you guys. Many of you might still buy games for full price on Steam Market and play CSGO without Prime, meeting cheaters in every match. And I found a solution for you. Zelenka Guru Market. Here you can find certified Steam accounts with purchased games or Prime. It's a huge marketplace, where efficiency and fairness are verified, so you can buy whatever you want with no worries and enjoy. You can trust them. They have reviews, ratings, and even a 12-hour warranty, in case anything happens with your newly acquired account, regardless if it's EGS, Steam, or any other. The support will answer you ASAP and will return your money if anything happens. There's also a forum where you can participate in games giveaways, discuss any sorts of questions, or simply find like-minded people. You can read reviews, learn people's opinion, and ask which VPN is the best right now. That is, learn anything you want here. Just follow the link in the description and save your own money. Thanks for watching the ad, and let's continue. Then, Norbert's girlfriend, Cindy, also spoke about this. It's not a fault of Virtus.pro. As an organization, they do everything right. The CEO gave Norbert a very competent answer. The main issue is related to the players themselves. I will write about that soon. There are a couple of people there that requested practically private planes from the organization after winning the major. Money hit them in the head after the major. I feel so bad for David. I was at the tournament and something happened there, so I don't want to be silent. There is a lot of intrigue information, but so far things have cooling off a little. Norbert himself denies all this and even wrote the following in his Telegram channel. By the way, never fully trust what people are posting on social media. It is obvious that they are trying to benefit from any unconfirmed information. Everything was fine at the major. People are spreading lies. I'll have a stream tomorrow, so come join me and we'll talk about all that there. As an example, let's remember the information about the fact that I didn't receive money from the stickers. Well, let's hear what he said on the stream.
В итоге бабки с мажора пришли. Нет, пацаны, меня заскамили на $500 000. Мне вообще сказали, что мне ничего не дадут. Я не заслужил деньги с мажора, и типа они себе все заберут, сказали. И стикеры все мои заберут, сказали. Короче, я вообще ничего не получу с мажора. Я скажу просто одно, чтобы закрыть раз и навсегда эту ебаную тему с этими пабликами и прочей хуйней. На мажоре было все охуенно, ничего на мажоре не было, там был охуенный вайб, и мы просто на охуенном вайбе переехали всех, кто там был. Дальше уже Не знаю, что было, почему ребята приняли такое решение, ничего не могу сказать, но с ними я расстался на хорошей ноте. Но скажу одно, я не являюсь шестым игроком состава. И все. Все, больше я никак не буду комментировать эту хуйню. Если они захотят меня вернуть, то там уже будем смотреть. Все. Закрыли тему нахуй. Мне похуй.
As for the money from the stickers, I think it's clear that this is a joke, but everything else doesn't seem to be. It turns out that Outsiders is another team from the CIS who almost immediately after winning the major had gone through reshuffles. Gambit fell apart after Zeus left the squad. Na'Vi never fully recovered after kicking Boomich, so now it looks like Outsiders will face the same fate. Or won't they? Here's what the notorious Thorin himself says. A rare example of a team that realized that they did something beyond their abilities at the major and would not be able to win every tournament with the same composition. It's nice to see. Maui Snake, the analyst, has about the same opinion. Kairon is already more skilled than Norbert will ever be. This is James and Dastan not waiting for the bad times to slowly roll in and cutting the cord on the weakest player, as this was an inevitable future. Overdrive also released a separate video on YouTube where he told his vision of the situation. In his opinion, everything happened that way because of James. He liked playing with the Kinder as he brought a lot of space. Norbert is a completely different kind of player, and during the major or immediately after it, James has already fully realized this. Apparently this style does not really work, or the team does not like it. Plus, just in time, Kairon agreed to join the lineup, and as you know, James has been choosing him as his bold prediction for HLTV for 2 years in a row. On top of that, James is good friends with Pasha Nosh, and he also called Kairon a future genius back in 2020. And according to Overdrive, all this influenced the replacement. Well, here's some unexpected reshuffles. Friends, and what do you think? Was it a mean thing to do with Norbert, or was it a good decision? Let's discuss in the comments below. We have been waiting for the next announcement for a long time also, and now it has finally happened. HEADTR1CK becomes a new player of NIP. Finally, the team has a full-fledged AWPer, and maybe now they will play in a completely different way. Congratulations to the youngster on taking such a big step. It turns out that young talents from Na'Vi Jr. dominate the pro scene. First Bit, then Manasi, now it's time for HEADTR1CK. Here's what he himself thinks. After almost 3 years of being in the legendary Na'Vi, which has become my home during this time, today I welcome a new stage in my career. I am joining Ninjas in Pyjamas. I want to say thank you to Na'Vi for all that they have done for me, and I would like to thank Coach Ami very much. He taught me a lot, both in the game and beyond it, and he was the one who always believed in me. But it's time to move on. I'm glad to have the opportunity to perform at the tier 1 level, and I will try to be good at what I do. Cheer for me in the new team. Your support is invaluable. Thank you all, I'll see you again. His friend Manasi immediately showed his support by posting the following. From the bottom of my heart, I congratulate you on joining your first tier 1 team. You're a great player. I want to advise you not to be afraid to go through all the difficulties. They will appear in your way, but that is the only way you can become even stronger. We'll play against each other someday. Good luck, bracho. FaZe's analyst also believes that this is a successful signing. This is a great chance for Daniel to show himself on the tier 1 scene, especially in an international team outside the CIS. He will get a ton of experience, that's the least, and the player is very promising. Many people, myself included, will closely monitor his development. But for NIP, this may be just another unstable, uneventful season, simply because the direction of roster development in the last 2 years has changed many times in Ninjas in Pyjamas. There was clearly not enough consistency and logic in many actions and transfers. Despite the fact that the signing of HEADTR1CK is the first cool move from NIP in a long time, I'm still kinda anxious inside. And Simple didn't wish HEADTR1CK good luck, but on the contrary, he says that he will not play like that against Na'Vi.
Хорош, молодец. Против нас так не будет скоро.
It is clear that this is all jokes, but it will not be just fun and games on January 19th. Blast announced the groups for their tournament, and on the first day, Na'Vi will play against NIP. So, we'll see a test for both youngsters at once. On one side, we have NPL, previously Nipple, and on the other, we've got HEADTR1CK. I'm excited. ESL has also announced a new tournament. It will be held in Brazil in April. $250,000 will be up for grabs among 16 teams. IEM Brazil will be be held in Rio, just like the last major. That's how ESL slowly captures all new markets. First, they sponsor women's CSGO, then started holding tournaments in North America again, and now they've reached South America too. It remains only to start holding large LAN tournaments in China, and it will be just fire. Another interesting thing is the reshuffles in Aurora and Sprout. In the first case, the lineup was reassembled around former Force players, but Sprout signed a new offer for themselves. The new sniper is a player under nickname Xelo. Who is that guy? I have no idea. As well as I do not know what Godsend is planning to do. They recently announced that they will soon reveal the new roster, and now they have added a little but important detail, a Swedish flag. Many immediately thought that maybe this meant that they would return old pal Forest, but no, he denied these rumors. What kind of composition they plan to present then? Plopsky, Lekro, who else could there be? It's still unclear. And while some organizations are only planning to return to CSGO, pour in a lot of money, prepare big announcements, on the other hand, the others have compositions but face several financial problems. This happened to HEAT. This became known to the French blogger KRL. According to his information, Jax, when he moved from G2, bought his contract from the organization himself, and HEAT promised to compensate partially his expenses. However, not only did they not do this, but they also do not pay salaries. According to rumors, they need to pay Jax more than 100,000 euros, and almost the same amount to Bodhi. One can buy a very good pro player from the tier 1 team using that money. Perhaps these are temporary difficulties, or things are really going down the drain. Another interesting thing is that m0NESY has already bypassed Simple. The truth is, he bypassed him not in the HLTV stop, but in the popularity on Liquipedia. I don't know if this can be considered as a real indicator, but m0NESY is slowly starting to catch up with Simple. The latest news about the CIS came from Senya. On his stream, he said that WePlay had run out of rights to broadcast Blast, and some Russian studio had bought it out. A large Ukrainian studio Maincast will now broadcast it only in Ukrainian. And finally, let's talk about the HLTV's 2022 top. In the recent days, they have started to announce who got in their top 10 of the best players, and Heroic's Stavn opens up the 10. The Dane had a very good season, the best in his career, showed excellent numbers, especially at elite tournaments. On the 9th place, we have K Serrato. The Brazilian has had a very unstable season. In the beginning, he was in his beast mode. In the middle, he definitely had some type of a pause, and at the end of the year, he became generally the best statistically among all players. Number 8 in rating is Robs. We witnessed a very strong season from the Estonian, thanks to which FaZe managed to win many tier 1 tournaments in the first half of the year. And that's all for today. Let's keep on monitoring the news. Well, I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. After all, Blast starts very soon, and before that we'll still have HLTV's awards ceremony that will be broadcasted live, where they will present the best 3 players and many other nominations. Subscribe to my channel in order not to miss anything CSGO related. See you soon.